Hello, welcome back to Dive Twang. I'm Dave. So, a little bit longer intro there. I know that you're not here just to watch me sit here and have fun, although this is fun, and hopefully it will be for you as well. But part of this style is kind of investing in real simple rhythmic motifs and stuff with just a few notes and then expanding on that and reaching out for more notes and things. So it takes you a little, couple minutes to really kind of get where you're trying to go with this style, right? You could use these ideas to form a more concise or composed solo for a recording or a gig where you weren't playing extended jam sections and stuff. But, that's just us and our looper or us at band practice and we just want to jam out and veg out. That's kind of what this approach is about. So there's several things I could say about this. I'm going to keep it pretty, concise as much as I can. The progression is B, A, E. Okay, that's pretty crunchy on the rhythm there. But if I'm using a really souped up sound for this lead stuff because it's really got a lot of compression and it's sustaining it. Right, so it's really letting you hang on to those notes, and it's part of the choice. It influences what you choose to play, right? Which sound you use. We use the clean sounds a lot on this channel because a lot of times just trying to demonstrate things, and the style really benefits from having a clean sound. This one is the exception, right? This is more of a rocker. So here's my kind of main message about this. Pick a place that, is really a pocket to hang out in and really just limit it to a few notes at first, but dance with it and really get into like the feel of it without having to think about, oh, I'm going to do these notes and this lick. And well, you'll get to that, but here's what I mean by that. I'm kind of hanging out on this beat. I'm dropping down. Okay. Nothing particular going on there. That's just how I feel. It's almost like you're just part of the rhythm section. You're just using those notes to let your pick and your hands and your body kind of get into it, right? Rhythmically. And that's kind of a position of a B major pentatonic. Right? And then along with that major pentatonic, some of the notes that you can reach out for, and this is what I mean about this process, is notes that are in the major pentatonic, obviously. Major pentatonic, but also that's the 5 chord in this progression. It's 5, 4, 1 in E. So that pathway that's going to work good for the B is Mixolydian, right? That flat 7. Okay, so that's the melodic material that we're working with down in this position. And then up here, if you probably noticed, there was a lot of just kind of straightforward minor pentatonic. Okay, familiar with that? Great. If not, this is a good time to, get into your major and minor pentatonic. So we're kind of alternating between those. and using these diatonic notes. It just means a 7-note scale. In this case, B Mixolydian, to kind of be the connector and look for some treasure, I call it. Look for some, some really colorful melodic notes in there. Now, I just kind of described the the process there, but let me back up and demonstrate that better. So let's start off with just dancing around with that B. And I'll show you something about this B. If you do just a little bit of analysis on this melodically and harmonically, you get some cool stuff with that B. So if I'm playing that B over every chord, that's the E. So let's talk about it with the B, it's the root. Of course, that's going to sound real grounded. But over the A, it becomes the 9. Okay, did a little bit of that minor pentatonic just to demonstrate. Over the E, it's the 5, the 5th. Okay, so when you're playing that B, you're playing a melody, but it's created by the chords changing behind you. See? But those are good notes. You got a root, then a 9th, then a 5th. That's great. Okay. So then you start to reach out in either direction a little bit, either with pentatonic notes or Mixolydian, and you just wait till you unearth the next little treasure, right? You don't have to analyze all of it. But here's what I mean. Okay, so you see the modal aspect of this is that B, that pentatonic blues sound of the B and the B Mixolydian, the piece is actually in E major, but you have that tension, that constant tension that doesn't really resolve all the way to the E as much as it kind of just keeps you wanting to go around again. Very key element of the jam style right there, right? You can just keep building, you keep stepping up to the next. If I hung out on the root a lot that time around, maybe I go for the 3rd of B, or the 5th of B or something. That can get pretty complicated pretty quickly. So you want to also, I'd say the last little piece to throw at you here on this would be locate some simple triad shapes for each one of those chords. B, A, E. That's just one example. You could do that all over the neck, but then, identify a few of those. So here's the B. Okay. There was another little one. Okay, you can do some of those on your own. I'm going to do a follow-up to this where we're really going to get more into the targeting certain tones and triads like that. For this stage of it, what I would recommend is really work on that hanging out in one one place, and then kind of keeping it simple, moving to a couple of positions and alternating that minor and major pentatonic with using the Mixolydian scale to connect them. That's a lot. Okay, you can spend some time on that and just, don't try to do too much all at once. And I'll just play a little bit more using those concepts, and let me know how you do with this one. Thank you. Bye.